All right, great. We are here. Let's go ahead and get started. Who wants to recap us?
I think Sarah should recap so we can hear her voice once and then.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree.
I mean, I can. Okay, I still got my notes here. Let's see. So we started off where you're continuing to take radiation damage. I think we finished a rest of some sort because that's when you take radiation damage, and I have a note about that. Did we start in a battle or no? It wasn't before a battle because we realized that we need to work as a team. And as soon as we realized that, Frida was like, "We're screwed," and Mogmoss is like, "We're already got this. Like, we're good to go." Which was a beautiful moment watching those go parallel.
And they're the romantic interests.
It's adorable. Okay, no, we weren't fighting yet because we were going like on the like perpendicular to the new trail, or not quite perpendicular. Okay, now's where the battle comes in because we found 3 more faceless men, these ones being different. Before they were wood, these are maybe still wood. I don't remember what they were, just that they were different and apparently have been upgraded to account for our previous differences. We fought them, during which time Nadia, I know I keep asking how to pronounce her name and I still can never remember it.
Nadea. And in fairness, Hoff himself also always mispronounces
That is also true. I think that also keeps throwing me off. Nadea, who had been following us around for a bit, offering help, even though we didn't want it. Like, can't you just go already? Like, please read the room, Nadea.
She was confused because initially you flirted with her. So it really, what was she supposed to?
I want to hear this
story.
I want to hear this story from her perspective, where she's like, "I fell in love with this dwarf, and I think he likes me back."
Oh, this isn't all reciprocated. She did a really bad job of showing it because, from the get-go, I'm like, "Here's a gift. You've got cute eyes," and she's just like, "I'm going to talk to everyone else in the group but you."
I'm just saying that some people have a hard time with relationships.
I mean,
blame her.
I got that. We can't
victim blame here.
Oh, he not just blamed her.
If it helps, I would like to establish that all romantic interests in
life, and she needs to build herself up, just emotionally, to open herself up to you, and she's just about to do it.
Well, all of that is a moot point now, because as soon as we finished fighting the faceless men, I demanded that she come out, fight us like the rest of them. She did, in fairness, she did come out, and then I immediately took an axe to her head. At which point I was surrounded by Ridleyor/orderlies, depending on how you want to interpret what is going down in this world, and was zapped away to the maze. Unlike last time, I was not able to immediately get myself out, so I am currently stuck there for the duration of, or not. I say shrug, I don't know, I'm coming back, once you guys so I do know that. I'm stuck there until you find the next portal piece. So it's all on you guys.
And then there's more game.
Yeah, there was a
There
little
was more game, yes.
That was the end of Borno. That was
Funny,
the end of
for some
Borno's
reason
game
her
right
notes
there.
aren't there.
Well, no, and I'm looking at them I see my notes and I'm like, that gets me to this point. And then I'm like, and then what the heck was this chunk? What did I write there? So everyone else kept going.
All right, guys, pack it up, go home. It doesn't matter. Let's get Glorna.
My notes make it look like the game ended. I don't know.
Well, no, see, that's the funny thing is I was ready to end there with my recap because I had forgotten there was more stuff, even though I knew there was more stuff, and my notes knew because I said, I got to hear, and then I'm like, what does all this mean? All of this is what I'm about to say now that you continue to do. So you guys kept journeying in the direction. Found a lake, and the roof has collapsed down into the lake, but you know that it's on the other side of that, so you must find a way to navigate through what is presumably a full of monsters like down here, because let's be real, with how these things go. So good luck, guys.
Thanks. And we just finished long rest.
Yes. And we have our polymorphs ready, hopefully.
Yeah.
Question
Yes.
about the
Hopefully you
water.
guys have updated your spell
Oh,
lists.
never mind.
Just finished.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't have one
Yeah.
update, but in my
There's
heart.
really nothing I can do that is especially helpful for this. So the only spell I've swapped out, I swapped out aid for locate object.
Oh, I swapped out a bunch of things. I'll put
If
them in
I
the
had
chat.
good options to swap, I would be swapping. But
Well,
Yeah.
I'm making mine based on stuff that I wish to God I had in our last couple of combats. So
All right, so you guys are at the edge of this small lake. The roof of the donut has kind of collapsed down and is below the level of the water here. If you want to progress in this direction, you're gonna have to figure out some way to go underneath it underwater. Mogmoth, I don't think that you have activated your rod of locate object yet today. So what's the plan from here?
I think didn't we detect before we left off that it was like on the other side of the lake, or it was like in the direction of the other side of the lake? Like, I think we had determined that we for sure needed to at least go in that direction from here.
I don't think we ever did. We just established there is no other direction to go. There's no other path forward, but we don't know that forward is the direction of the puzzle piece.
Precisely.
Okay.
Exactly. Especially because you guys have gotten turned pretty thoroughly around. You're really not sure like what direction you're going in relative to where you started.
Gotcha. All right, I guess, yeah, Mogmoth casting that would be at least helpful to, figure out where we're going. Though if you're casting that, you're probably not going to be able to do your polymorphing at the same time. Like, you're not gonna be
Well, I
able to
mean, we can
to
at least tell
sustain
if
that.
we need to go under.
Yeah, that's
And it's
true.
not
Yeah.
concentration.
Oh, it's
so-
not? Okay, perfect.
I don't think so.
that is helpful.
So we could cast just to know if we need to go under. I'm trying to think if there's any benefit logistically to casting it from the flying carpet.
Like to know like up or down from there.
Yeah,
Well,
because that would give us a, I don't know. I'm having trouble thinking it through logically. Instinctively, I feel like that would pinpoint it better.
yes, if we knew, kind of like knowing the angle of descent would definitely help us figure out where that
Distance
if we
from
know
us.
that. It doesn't,
Granted,
like, if we don't get to know angles, then being up or down won't really change from being on the ground already.
yeah, I was gonna say I get the weird feeling like this might be the one time where that would not be the most beneficial way to cast it, because if we're at ground level and it angles slightly down, it's probably underwater.
Mhm.
Whereas, or if it's level or above from ground level, it's like not below the water, probably.
That's fair.
Um,
Although it could not relate to the water whatsoever.
Yeah. There could just
Could-
be
yeah, it
also
could
more
be.
floors in this weird donut that we
that
haven't
is
explored, so
true. It could be
I just
further
don't
Though I
think
think
going
last-
up.
Last time we asked Hoff if it seemed like the distance from
Mhm.
floor to ceiling was in line with the height of the wheel from the outside.
Right. But there's also like this, because it's like a wheel, but then there's also like the spokes. So they
That's
at some point
true.
could fit in the middle and be below us, or to the right, or to the left, depending on the rotation of the spoke and where we are in the
Yes.
circle. So
yeah, it could
if
be
it's in the
down a
center of the
spoke.
wheel, we need to keep going until we find a column. Eventually, since they run through,
Yeah,
we'll
presumably
see
if it was
that.
like in the center of the wheel, it would have pointed like down into the floor or something.
Well, do you know direction or just
Yeah.
distance? Like, I guess we do know
Direction.
because we
Yeah,
don't-
direction. You don't know
Yeah.
distance, you just know
Oh,
direction.
Okay.
Yeah, so it would have pointed.
Fascinating. So it can't be in the middle of the wheel. It has to be in the
It
outer
could be
ring.
down a spoke. It could be like partially on a spoke. Because
Right.
if it's like ahead of us, slightly down a spoke,
Right.
you know, that's
But it can't be in the center.
yeah.
Unless we were on. No, it can't be in the center because if we're in the outer circle, there's no way that it would point us to the center
Across
and
the
going, yeah,
thing,
there's no way
be pointing. It
because
would be
of the
pointing
circle.
down.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Even or up, depending again, because we could have been on the bottom.
Right. Yeah. If we're on the
But, like,
outside, yeah.
It would be pointing a direction that we have not been going.
Yeah.
So
Either
it
up or
cannot be
down.
in the center.
Right.
So it must
So
be
yeah, I
either
guess
in a spoke or that is halfway or opposite, like
Yeah.
based off location. I could draw a map, but to narrow it down, we've actually gotten rid of about like 50% of this wheel. So actually, that's pretty damn good, I say, because this was a fucking big wheel. Go team!
Have we gotten rid of 50%?
I would say so. Yes, because if there's
30% would be, or 33% would be from one spoke to the next spoke.
right, but we have a distinct. So like, there's 3 spokes, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Eden notebook, but oh well.
Yeah, because it's a Mercedes logo.
Yeah, it is. So if we were like, let's say we were here. Okay, this is small. I'm sorry. we probably don't even need to do this. Like, we should be focusing on getting through the water, but it's fine. So let's say we were here. So we know it can't be this, and it tells you the closest direction, right? Like that's a key component of the spell. Like, this is the closest direction, or
It just tells you absolute
it's like a divining rod.
direction.
It points towards directly towards the thing.
right? So
Through walls, through whatever, it just points
Right.
straight at the thing. It's not like trying to path you there.
Mhm. Gotcha. So depending, because it's been pointing, like, we know that from this area that the rod could only be pointing in like these directions. We've been moving in a hopefully distinct direction, but like ideally we would be, regardless of whether or not we have been, is not matters. So because we know it can't be in the center, because otherwise it would be pointing inwards to the walls, and we picked a distinct direction, that gets rid of all of that side.
Yeah, hypothetically, it gets rid of like
Because
half
otherwise
of it.
it would have started pointing. It would have pointed in these directions, and we would have been like, "Oh, that way's better. We'll go that way." But we chose this way. So directly.
I will point out one thing: we have gotten turned around
Yeah.
multiple times.
I know,
so...
but that it doesn't matter for this, because it doesn't matter which directions we've been going, because I'm just talking about when we first got in here, we had automatically eliminated half. We don't know which half that is anymore, but I'm just saying.
Fair.
Okay.
This is a fact. Every time we use the divine, every time we use it.
Okay, so step 1, use the rod of locate object. Make sure we even need to go under the water.
Yeah.
Step 1.
And then if we need to go under the water, do our polymorphing ideas or were we trying to do the polymorph thing, or were we trying to do like the bubble of air idea?
Yeah, like the diving bell idea.
Yeah, sort of diving bell.
I am neutral.
Yeah,
If we
I guess
do
let's figure out if we need to go under it in the first place before we spend a bunch of time figuring out how to go under.
Although with an hour duration, we don't want to dick around once we start it, because it might be valuable to know that as we go under the water.
Yeah.
We should plan what we're doing beforehand, because if we discuss what we're going to plan, we're going to just
Sure.
lose time.
Do
Yeah.
some scouting.
I'm gonna sink like a stone.
Me as well.
So
Same.
But if we walk along the bottom, what was it that we were gonna make a diving bell out of, basically?
My wall of force.
Yeah.
Wall of force.
We're gonna make a sphere
or
or a diving bell, or like a hemisphere.
dome.
Yeah, like if we did that, then we could walk along the bottom.
Yeah.
And
Pirates of the
continue to
Caribbean, like
use-
carrying the boat underwater type
Yeah.
idea.
Mhm.
And we could continue to use the rod of locate object.
Yeah. And then if things go south, we can always try polymorph and like grab hold of the thing and hold your breath and hope we
Yeah.
can get to some surface.
We never talked about what we would actually polymorph into if we were going to do that.
Well, we talked about the possibility of a whale that could hold someone in its mouth.
Can we make something? What challenge rating is that? And does that correspond to our level?
I
don't know.
can.
I mean, yeah, there's a gargantuan whale in the bestiary that's like well under our challenge rating limit.
Okay, well then
Like
CR8. That makes me wonder, like, if that creature can get under anything that we might have, like the big pile of trash. Isn't there like a big pile of trash that's obscuring our view?
The ceiling has collapsed down into the water, and it goes some distance into the water. We don't know how far because we haven't taken a look yet. But we just know we can't go across the surface because there's ceiling parts hanging all the way down into the water.
There may also be monsters under there.
That is also
Yes.
true, but there's we'll get to that when we get to it, I suppose.
I could be a giant seahorse and carry you in my pouch.
Kind of dig that idea because I think that's cute.
But
That's-
you wouldn't be able to breathe, probably.
No, probably not. But it's
Unless I carried a sphere, a wall of force sphere in my pouch. Sam, do you have that
I
link
was-
to the beasts? The like filterable link? What'd you say? Will?
Yeah, let me send you that.
I was picturing like a whale like bumping the sphere like a dolphin with a beach ball, like through the water. Of course, this would be under the water, so
I
it's
could be
not
an
a one-to-one, but-
octopus.
Okay, I think this should be the link. It's a very, very, very long link. So apologies for that.
Oh yeah, that looks right.
Oh, I should have specifically filtered it for things that have a swim speed. I can
Giant octopus.
here is an updated link that's specifically filtered for things with a swimming speed.
The giant octopus has advantage on stealth checks underwater.
Oh, yes.
There's also a
because-
sperm whale that can hold its breath for 90 minutes.
The octopus can hold it for an hour out of water.
Oh yeah, because it can only properly breathe underwater.
Yeah. It's not very smart.
Yeah, most of these probably aren't especially smart.
So do we like the scouting with a polymorphed animal first and then reporting back? Or do we want to go down in a diving bell, wall of force, or some combination of the two?
It feels bad to burn a whole polymorph just to scout, but it might, knowing how big of a space we have to work with under there and like what to expect under that, like how far down the debris goes and stuff could be super valuable.
And we have two polymorphs. We have Mogmoth and
That's true.
Morgan.
Technically, we have up to
Oh, that's true.
more.
Yeah, because Morgan has multiple spell slots that could be used for polymorph.
But if
Yeah.
someone goes scouting and gets attacked, they're alone.
Yeah, I think Morgan should do the polymorph on someone else. That way they're not risking their concentration getting broken while they're under there.
Unless you guys get attacked while we're under there.
I
Yeah,
mean,
separating leads to disadvantage for everyone.
we should, how about this? We can, before we do all this, I know it's everyone's favorite thing, of course, but we should set up our mental link just so that we
Yep.
know if things go wrong under the water.
That's fair.
Right, that's fair.
Okay.
Morgan, if you want to set that up, we can
Okay.
get that to start with because that'll take some time.
All right, I'll ritual
Sure.
cast Rari's telepathic bond.
Can you guys
This is our
spell-
first telepathic bond since we started flirting with each other.
Oh no.
And the first
Oh,
one
no.
without
Oh,
Glornil.
no.
Oh no. All right, well, we can take it two ways here.
Okay, if we say get a room, we don't mean somebody else's head.
Do we want? Can you guys cast spells through the wall of force?
I don't.
Nothing can penetrate the wall of force, but I don't know if that means that we can't cast AoE spells beyond it.
I don't think you can cast spells through it.
If we can, my suggestion is that our melee fighters get polymorphed. Oh, but we can't do both at the same time. Shit.
Right.
Yeah, I
We
think
can
I
get
would
one.
say AoE spells, basically anything that requires physics to go through it. You could cast a will save spell through it, but not like a fireball or something like that.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Hmm.
Cool. We could polymorph one person and then the wall of force upon like the whale or whatever, so then they're just like riding on top of the whale.
Or the octopus could.
Or
like,
the octopus.
hold
Just kind
it.
of grab
force,
hold of
like
it
a little
with the
soccer
tentacles.
ball.
And we
Yeah.
could just make like a little sphere that encapsulates the ones of us who aren't able to breathe underwater. And then the giant octopus just grabs the sphere and scoots along under the water and pulls us.
And if we get attacked, it's giant octopus versus question mark with
versus
you guys.
people who can cast will spells through the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Yep.
That is
Do I
very
have-
true.
Fuck, do I have any wisdom saves?
or intelligence.
And wall of force is concentration, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure is.
So
Only
we
up to
can't.
10 minutes, so we don't have time to mess
Shit.
around.
Oh shit.
Oh,
boy,
fuck, that's
boy.
right.
Okay, here's my proposal. Locate object. Figure out if we
Okay,
need to
I
go
know
underwater.
that.
If we need to go underwater, Mogmoth just go ahead and polymorph and scout out. With the octopus, which has advantage on stealth. It may be that none of the rest of this is necessary. It could be we duck under, we bob back up, and our heads are above water.
A giant octopus is.
Okay.
I haven't looked at its stats, but I imagine that even if it did get caught, it wouldn't necessarily be easy to take down.
I do have one thought, Mogmoth. The same thing that I mentioned for Morgan. If you're polymorphing yourself and going under there and your concentration gets broken, you're no longer polymorphed.
Well,
And then
what if
you're
I?
just
Well,
stuck down there.
I've
So
got a few tricks up my sleeve after that.
that's
I'm
true.
no
that's
I'm
true.
no one trick octopus.
That's true. If Morgan casts it on one of us, you could do it on Frida or myself, and we could go take a look. That way, like we're like us getting hit is not gonna cause us it'll hurt that form, but it won't cause us to immediately revert back to ourselves unless we completely get wiped out.
That's true.
So, Frida, do you want to do the honors, or would you rather me?
It
I don't
doesn't matter
mind.
to me.
Either one.
Either way.
Either one's fine.
What are you doing?
Like being the one to scout.
Oh,
Yeah,
is
Bay
it gonna be
Mogul.
what are you gonna be transformed into?
An octopus.
Whatever the caster decides
Yeah.
to do.
Which one was probably a weird looking octopus.
If we're
But-
scouting,
Yeah.
if we're
You
scouting,
were,
I like the octopus since it's sneaky.
but you were talking about for your tricks, Mogmoth. You were talking about how you could like just teleport back if you got turned from a octopus to a Mogmoth.
One of many excellent options.
So I think any of the three of us would be good.
All
So
right.
the plan is, who wants to do it? How do we decide?
I think it's like
Any takers?
I think like the three who like whoever goes out, whichever one of the three of us are gonna face the same odds. Like we're gonna kind of be equivalent there. But whoever gets left behind, what's the team? Yes, Mogmoth, you're doing this.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh,
Catch an octopus by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Mirador. Pew.
Oh wait, no, not yet.
Ah!
All right, Mirador turns into an octopus.
I thought we were gonna do the rod first.
Giant,
Giant
octopus.
octopus.
A giant
Oh.
octopus.
Oh, right. Mogmoth fumbles around with the rod and activates it also.
Yeah, the rod
Mm.
indicates that the portal piece is in the direction that you're going, basically. So past this like crashed in section of the station, pretty much that way. You don't get any like up and down directionality.
Cool.
So we probably need to go past it. Okay.
So, for intelligence, giant octopus Mirador just kind of like telepathic bond generally communicates like that direction, questioning that direction, just kind of sense.
And
It's about
Morgan,
Pushing you
Morgan
into the
nods.
water.
Yeah.
Well, you can say things like
Yeah, but I'm also starting to push you into the
oh,
water.
okay. So I like
Suffocating.
tentacles and stuff start flapping, and octopus Mirador goes in the water and starts
Go,
swimming
Mirror
up
Octopus!
and
I also
looking.
wanted to make an
Godspeed!
announcement before we started with the plans, but I guess we're just gonna go ahead and do it then.
Okay, what's the swim speed of the octopus?
It is 60 feet.
60 feet.
Okay, awesome. So Mirador, you plunge into the water as an octopus. It seems like it's fresh water. You are cruising around. So what? So they say that way. What is Mirador doing in this space? So it's a pretty large lake, right? It spans the width of this ring. You don't know how long it is or how deep it is.
Okay. The main things that, given what we had been planning, that seem like the important things to find out are how far below the surface the debris extends. Like, how far down do we have to go to get under it? How far down is the bottom if we're planning on like walking across the bottom? Like, how far down is that? And are there any other creatures in the water that we should be concerned about? Those are the main things.
I want to think how far forward until
How
you
far
come
forward-
up on the other side.
Yeah, I'll go forward a
That's, like,
bit.
the
Like,
biggest thing.
Like
Yeah,
how
that
long?
is the
Yeah,
big-
how long does it take us to get to air?
can I? Yeah, I'm gonna go like down to see how far the bottom is, and then start heading across to see if I can figure out where the other side is.
Okay, awesome.
But I'm not gonna go past the point that I can't return before
Right,
the polymorph
in the
goes
hour.
away.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Frida, do you still have that timepiece?
Oh,
And-
right, yes.
Mirador is probably gonna have to be relying on y'all like telepathically being like, "Hey, come back now," because like Mirador is not gonna have the greatest sense of time under there
Got my
as a
pocket watch.
4 intelligence octopus. So
Okay, so Mirador, which goal do you want to hit first? You want to find the depth of the body of
Depth
water? Do you
first.
want to find how far the roof has collapsed into it, or do you want to find like the length of this obstruction?
depth first.
Depth first. Okay. You start going down. The lights are on, right? So it's
Yes,
daytime.
It's daytime.
Yeah. It gets
The
pretty
octopus
dark.
also has dark vision.
Okay, good. It gets pretty dark pretty quickly. You go for probably a solid 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. It's continuing to go down. So this is many hundreds of yards deep at this point. Before you start to realize like, oh, if I keep going down, that might be the only thing that you get out of this particular
okay.
Adventure.
Start going up at a diagonal to go across.
Awesome. Yes. So you get to kind of the point of the ceiling that's collapsed before it kind of arches up, and it does look like it's basically like a dent. So it looks like, you know, if you take an aluminum can and just like crush in one of the walls,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it looks like happened here. So the point is about 300 feet below the level of the water, and in terms of length, you could if you with your swim speed, you could swim it in about 5 minutes.
Like to get all the way across.
Exactly.
I could get all the way across
to
in about
get
5
surface
minutes.
to surface. Yeah, so going past that point, you kind of see where the surface breaks. Give me a perception check, Octopus Mirador.
Okay. They actually have a +4 to perception.
Awesome.
For a 13.
And then give me a stealth check, please.
And you have advantage.
Yeah, advantage and a +5. All right, that's a 22.
22. Okay. How do I get to Google's dice roller?
Just Google
There
dice
we go.
roll.
Got it. Thank you. 22, huh? Okay. All right, Mirador, as you're cruising around down here, you spot a couple of wooden vessels that are basically drowned ships, but they are sailing this underwater lake. So even though they're like clearly below the level of the water, they are sailing throughout this water as if they're just like floating throughout it. Clambering all over these ships, you see humanoid creatures. You don't get like quite close enough to make them out very much, but you do notice that they're humanoid, like 2 arms, 2 legs, a head sort of thing. And they're like scampering all over the ships, like up and down the mast, around the hull of the thing. And it looks like they're charting these ships sort of through the water here. You kind of like, duck behind like shadows and like, find some algae to kind of float behind whenever they come past. But there's numerous of these vessels floating around, somewhere between 3 and 8. You kind of start losing track, and they all kind of look more or less the same. So yeah, there are a bunch of these ships with these humanoid creatures crawling over them, just like cruising around this underwater depth.
Okay, I have 2 questions. One, how big are these ships?
They're pretty good size. So they're not like full, like huge, like multi-story galley type ships. But they at least have like probably 1 level below decks, and then they have like some cabins above decks. They all also have masts. It looks like they were basically surface ships that are just like subsumed underwater now and like cruising around underwater.
Interesting. And I guess the other question, how deep are they trolling around at?
Yeah, they go as deep as you get before you decided to pull out. So you were going down, 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 and you saw these things all over. You see one of them that's even deeper than the point where you decided to kind of angle up from.
Okay, so they're just going they're going all the way down. They're just charting like these vast depths.
Yes, and they also obviously do not seem like they're impaired by the lack of light.
Yeah. Are they also charting up right near all the debris? Like, are they going up that high as well?
They're just kind of scanning. Exactly. They're kind of all over. If you want to give me an insight check to see if you can discern any like meaning to their movements.
Insight. That's a wisdom. Oh, I've got a 10 wisdom. It's a 0. It's just a flat roll. All right. 17.
17. You have the impression that they may be patrolling. So you see a couple of ships that like kind of go like back and forth a few times at like a certain like depth, and then they go back and forth at a different depth. So you get the impression that it's not random. They are on some sort of scheduled patrol, but you can't quite figure out like what the deeper pattern or meaning behind that is.
Okay. I don't know how much I have access to like Mirador's normal memory and everything else and mental faculties given the 4 intelligence, but would this ring the bell of like oh, maybe this is those pirates, what was it, Gith pirates that Nadea had mentioned. I don't know
I
if
think
Mirador
that's
has that
totally.
capacity to
I think
remember.
I think as a general rule, you are an octopus, but since this has been a pretty recent, thing that has been in your guys' mind, yeah, this seems very consistent with the. I mean, they look. If you want to get
like
closer,
underwater
if you want to
piratey.
get closer to investigate one of the ships, you can do so.
Nah.
They're humanoid creatures on sailing vessels. Sound like pirates.
Yeah, it seems like pirates or some kind of crazy underwater pirates.
Right, underwater pirates.
And there's no. I'm assuming there's no like obvious method of like how the things are propelling themselves underwater.
With that 17 insight that you got, it does look like there are some currents in the water here, and it looks like they are kind of sailing these currents.
Interesting. Okay. So I've seen the extent of how far we need to go.
Yes.
I know that the depth is so incredibly deep. We're not going to be like walking across the bottom.
Not that you couldn't do that. It's just going to be a long. It's going to be a long walk.
It's going to be a very long journey down.
Yep.
Like our wall of force would run out before we got to the bottom.
Exactly. Yes.
Never mind getting across.
Right.
Okay. Trying to think if there was anything else that that we needed to that we were wanting to discover. I guess can I go all the way? Can I like sneak my way over to where we're like you said I know how far it's going to be to get all the way to the other side. Can I sneak my way over to the other side and like poke an eye out of the water and see what's on the other side of the surface?
So you can do that. I'm going to say that is going to shave it very close to make it back before the spell runs out. So if you want to do that, we can do some rolls, but you might drown. Okay.
In that case, the only other thing I'm thinking that I would like to look for, I'm going to like head back because I don't. Mirador in this heavy armor does not want to be sinking to the bottom of this vast depth. So as I'm heading back, I want to be looking, I'm going to be kind of skimming right under the debris that's come down from the ceiling and seeing if there are any like air pockets or any spots where the surface is visible.
Ooh,
either
okay.
Either like trapped air pockets or spots where the surface is visible.
Give
where
me
we could
an
resurface.
investigation roll.
All right, it's gonna be -3. Well, it's still a 13.
Okay. So yeah, you're kind of cruising around and like on the nooks and crannies among this collapsed wreckage. There are a couple of ripples, I suppose, in the like destruction where you think that there might be some air pockets. You don't have time to like personally investigate them, but you like kind of mark them like maybe that's one, but you're not sure.
Gotcha. It's at least plausible that maybe if we're in dire straits, we could find a spot to get some air to breathe.
Exactly.
Possibly. Okay. Then that's what I'm just looking for that on my way back, and I'm gonna like slink back and like like tentacle like wiggle my way.
You wiggle your way back onto shore like a minute or two before the spell ends.
Also, what have you guys been doing while you're waiting on Mirador? Just kind of hanging
out? You got a whole hour.
Yeah, it's a whole hour while I'm doing this. I guess Mogmoth does need to, or whoever cast this on me needs to maintain concentration, but like that's about it.
No makeout session.
Zero makeout sessions.
You're not there yet.
Morgan is using their reverse hourglass to keep an eye on the time, and is also trying to figure out what was in the candy that they ate that protected them from the radiation.
Caramel.
Ooh, trying to replicate our radiation
check,
candy.
19.
Yeah, it was probably some kind of potion analog, basically, that granted you definitely temporary. You know that this effect is not going to last very long. Maybe like a single day-night cycle. Immunity to the effects of the danger of this place.
Okay, so can I use my researcher ability to try and think of possible ingredients to create a similar effect?
I think I am going to say that would be an herbalism kit check.
Which I don't have.
Yeah, I think researcher is like if you have access to that information somewhere in your noggin. So I don't think that well, actually, can you read the researcher trait?
Yes. When you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it. Usually this information comes from a library, scriptorium, university, or a sage or other learned person or creature. Your DM might rule that the knowledge...
Yeah, I think I would say this is not a... Like, the ingredient list is not a element of lore. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not... You don't know... You think maybe given a significant amount of time and experimentation, you might be able to replicate this, but I'm talking like weeks to months.
And I think of somebody who might, that we've met here in the Far Realm.
Yeah, 100%. You killed her. Or Glornil did.
Well, that's me.
That's funny. I am going to, because I was going to do this before we did the plan, but then the plan kind of kick-started. So
remember to have a necromancy spell.
So in my with the telepathy, so Miradar can hear this and hopefully be able to comprehend it a little bit, or at least remember it when they turned into a human again. Elf, human. So I learned some things last night about Dr. Mild, and like as she's saying it, she's like still processing everything that she's learned, like as she's saying it. But so
you said I learned, and Morgan is freaking out, and it's like, please, information.
Yeah. So Dr. Mild has ruled the Idion system since the beginning of time being recorded here, and most suspect that he will be ruling it for time long written. But he doesn't, it's strange, his command, he doesn't rule in a traditional militaristic power sense. He doesn't have armies or navies, but he still rules over the system. And they just travel, but no one knows how they get to where they go. His base of operations is on the moon Idion, and if he takes people for experiments, I bet that that's where they're gonna be. The Ridliors are his agents, but his main chief lieutenants are Dr. Susan and Dr. Alfred. Also, I like the name of Susan. And his goals, if this is his main goal or just a fun project for him, I don't really know. But what he wants to do is that he and his agents and his Ridliors, what they do is they take people and he turns them into mindless, emotionless people. But he does so with rituals and potions and changing their bodies. And everyone in the system listens to Dr. Mild, except for the Mind Flayers. That's it. That's all I got. We know where he is. We know what he does. Don't know how. Don't know why.
mindless and emotionless like Nadea?
Quite possibly. She could have been an experiment turned resource.
Mogmoth, give me an insight check, please.
We also know Nadea was like totally in love, so
20, non-natural 20.
Oh, wow. So actually the description that Frida provides puts you a little bit more in mind of the residents of Petrath, some of them that were just like wandering around, just like doing their thing, didn't seem to like care who you were, engage with you or like the world or anything like that. Nadea actually struck you as like a very vibrant
Okay.
entity.
Gotcha.
full of love. So, he apparently has like on the moon, Idion. He has like apparently he has some sort of complex that's massive and sprawling and probably confusing.
Bigger than this place?
Do I know that?
Ooh, give me a perception check, Frida.
Okay. 13.
Your impression of the size of this place. So, okay, Frida's an adventurer. Are you gonna? Okay. I don't think that Frida has that much Spelljammer experience to be able to put the size of this station that you're in into context. It's massive. So is it moon-sized? Could be.
I don't know, but it's big.
Morgan is processing all this. She's already scared shitless of Dr. Mild. That could be where Glornil is. That's a scary thought.
If I had to bet, that's where he'd be.
On Idion?
Yes.
But remember when he disappeared before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he came back awfully quickly.
He did.
he came back before the fight ended, so yeah, pretty quick.
And are we sometimes on Idion?
What do you mean, Mogma?
We are sometimes not here, aren't we?
I mean, I feel like not.
Me too.
Careful, careful, careful. Last time we started talking about that place, it started messing with our brains.
And right now we need to keep our wits about us more than ever.
Especially you, Mogmoth. Not to put pressure on you, but yeah, well, yes. At least until Mirador.
You hear in your mind like gurgling octopus noises.
Yes, that.
As a reminder that you're the one keeping Mirador as an octopus.
So, we're down one member. We gotta be careful. Can't take as many risks as we did before.
After we get the portal piece, I'll be trying to think of a way that we could possibly get him back.
Provided he's not dead already.
Well, he came back last time, so that's, I feel like that's a good indication. A source of optimism in these dark times.
As Mogmoth says that briefly, in the back of the telepathy, we were like, oh man, he's pretty cute. Oh, he's so cute. Like a little burst of affection.
What was that?
Bree says nothing, just
I thought I heard something. Oh, I don't like this place.
Oh,
I'm sure at some points you're getting like concerned octopus thoughts back to you as Octopus Mirador encounters the pirate ships, I like to imagine you're not getting like any words back. You're just getting kind of like the general read of Mirador's like emotions of like, oh crap, or like the oh wow, this is deep, and the like, oh cool, like the relief of like, oh good, it's not that far across. Oh no, there's all these ships. You're just kind of getting like the emotional
Whiplash.
reaction, but that's about it. And then as well as the like, oh, they don't seem to have noticed me kind of like relief.
She kind of sounds like she's getting nervous. I hope she comes back soon.
How much time has elapsed? Wait, so she went all the way to their side. So just about an hour, right?
It's been almost an hour.
Yeah, Mirador comes back just a few minutes before the spell ends. So you're getting these like kind of worried emotions periodically starting about 15 minutes in.
If we were smart, we would have done this differently.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking now, different configurations from here.
Maybe.
So as the hour is about to expire, Octopus Mirador like wiggles her way back up onto dry land and starts like trying to gesture with the octopus tentacles. Like she's trying to point like down and over and back and like trying to make some gestures, but you probably just see like wiggly tentacles. Like it's not
Probably a fun sound on the dirt.
yeah.
Mirador, are you all right? Is everything all right?
It's just it's like trying to say like you get the like affirmative yes, but the octopus is just like wiggling affirmative.
Or its legs okay, Frida? It's moving about.
Yeah.
Mirador, wave a tentacle if you're all right.
The tentacle.
Well, she's all right then. Oh, Mogmoth ends the spell.
Thank you, Mogmoth. Finally.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So what did you see?
Well, there's we're not walking across the bottom anytime soon. It goes so far down. But you know those pirates that Nadea warned us about?
Oh,
They're
let
sailing
me
around
guess.
underwater,
Oh,
all
I guess-
over the place.
Oh, I guess they weren't the little nasty things that we fought off
But-
at the beginning.
Good news. The good news is, it's not that far across. Like, if I was that octopus again, I could make that trip in 5 minutes. I could.
What?
We just have to go a couple 100 feet down, and then just across for a couple minutes. There's just the matter of those pirate ships patrolling underwater, and there were quite a few of them. Hard to get a count, but I'd say somewhere between 3 and 8. Yeah, somewhere between 3 and 8, I think.
Oh my.
They were moving around a lot, but they were just crawling with people.
Well,
So we gotta worry about that for sure.
I could get 2 of us across, no problem. Right through, just like a shot. And one of us could be an octopus again.
How can you get 2 of us through just like that?
The teleport thing you did before, Mogmoth?
Oh, something like that. A little bit flashier, a little bit extra for another person. Mogmoth and a friend.
Oh,
That might be a good idea.
I mean, it is a pretty far distance. Can you do something like that far?
How far would you say?
I would say,
Give me an intelligence check, Mirador, with
yeah.
disadvantage because you were in octopus form and translating like octopus distance to like human distance is
Yeah.
a little bit challenging.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be A+. All right. Well, one of them was good, but one of them was not. That's a 5.
You think that from like surface of the water to surface of the water, it's somewhere between 200 and 1,000 feet.
All right, all right.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, we'd land with imprecision, certainly, but I feel confident I could get us where we could breathe.
All right.
Do we want to split up that way though, and leave Octopus and Co underneath the water by themselves? I don't know if that makes them stealthier or faster, or if there's any benefits to that.
Well, that leaves one person unaccounted for.
Yeah. If Mogmoth goes across with a partner, and one person polymorphs, one person's still stuck over here.
I imagine the one person would have to be Morgan to put on the dome.
But he can't do both. Can
Yeah,
he?
he couldn't do the polymorph and the dome.
Yep.
That
Both
means,
are constant. Both of those are concentration spells.
gotcha.
Maybe we should have had Morgan do the polymorph for the scout.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so so the only person that can polymorph someone right now is Morgan,
Yes.
and that is a necessity. So,
You can always take another long rest.
yeah, we could.
I can't sleep now. I'm not tired.
I'm squishy enough, thanks.
It doesn't require sleeping. You could just sit and stare at the peaceful water for 8 hours, Mogmoth.
Quite good at that.
So we can't do the wall of force. So if we need to get one person crossed via underwater, it has to be the person that can hold their breath the longest, or we come up with a new plan to get someone to be able to breathe. And then, but it can't be Mogmoth because Mogmoth is on team jump across the lake. So it would have to be either Mirador or Frida that just holds their breath and or get something else.
Mogmoth, you cannot cast polymorph again, can you?
Why not immediately? I have a significant refractory period.
Gotcha.
I don't think any of us can hold our breath long enough to make it all the way to the other side.
Right.
That's my worry. Because you'd have to have some pretty incredible breath.
Is that true? How long can you hold your breath?
2 minutes plus
a
2 for your con modifier.
Yeah, con modifier minutes plus 1.
Well, you went on once you got underneath the you popped back up to you could pop back up to the surface before you went over to the other side. So some of that
Maybe.
Could...
Well, I didn't confirm that there were air pockets. It looked like there were probably air pockets.
Right, but there was a portion, wasn't there, from where you popped up where you still had to swim a distance to get to the other land.
Was there?
I thought so. I thought you popped to the surface and then you still had like.
No, I was considering going out to the surface to see what was on the other side, but that was going to be like dangerously close to running out of polymorph time, so I chose not to.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just turned back and didn't see what was on the surface on the other side.
And if it's 5 minutes and you want to have a con modifier of plus 3. Sam.
Hold up a second. Sam, real quick.
What's up?
Water breathing is not a cantrip, is it?
No, it is not.
Shit.
It is a 3rd level spell or 2nd level spell.
Shit. I have not found use. I have not gotten any use out of cantrip formulas yet.
One day.
But it is not this day.
Yeah, none of us are going to be able to hold our breath long enough to make it across, I don't think. So someone's going to have to. We're going to have to come up with some way to get some air to breathe under there, and hope that those pirates don't catch us out. Because if that happens and delay us, that's a very bad problem.
Or no, how often can you do the thing, Mogos?
Twice.
Damn.
Well,
okay, idea. You, Morgan, bamf over there. Morgan polymorphs you. You come back. And wait, no, that's still 3 of us. Damn it, doesn't work. Okay, that's one more person. Never mind. If you can only do it twice.
I mean, it's possible. Mogmoth, you can cast more spells after you rest, right? It would leave us kind of separated for a bit, but and like might take a while. But what if Mogmoth and Morgan poof over to the other, like go over to the other side? Morgan polymorphs Mogmoth to come back.
Mm-hmm.
We take a break. Mogmoth gets some rest. Does it again, and we just make a ferry of Mogmoth ferrying us across, and Morgan sending them back with polymorph. It would take some time because Mogmoth would need to rest to get back some spells.
There's no guarantee it'll be quite restful on the other side.
That is entirely true. I did not get the chance to see what was on the other side.
If we don't have a swim speed, are we unable to swim?
Half speed, I think.
Yeah, I think it's half speed, and it's good, or athletics checks potentially to make up for that.
Okay.
That means I move 10.
And suffocating is a big problem. Like it's con modifier plus 1 minutes, and then after that, it's a number of rounds equal to your con mod, and then you drop to 0 hit points.
Oof.
Like straight to 0, and start dying.
Okay, so here's the logistical considerations. Mogmoth can dimension door us to a spot that Miradar can visualize, that then Mogmoth can visualize.
Miradar can't visualize the surface.
But Miradar can visualize the exit.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But it's a 500-foot range. So the closer we can visualize to where our oxygen starts, the safer we are that it's going to be successful, that it'll be within 500 feet, right? The further we go to the end of the pool, the more likely it's going to be unsuccessful and past 500 feet. So we have to weigh that versus how well Mogmoth and Morgan could swim to shore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you guys are swimming on the surface of the water, I'm going to say, as long as you're not in armor, that's fine. You can do that without any checks, and just move at half speed.
Yeah, armor is going to be the problem because, like, if we're not wearing it, how are we getting it? Like, carrying it's not really any better.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, I would say worse. Lugging it around in a pack or something is not exactly a lot better than wearing it. You still got that much weight on you.
Morgan is completely unarmored, so yeah, there would be an advantage there.
So, yeah, you could, swim better.
I imagine Mirador is pretty attached to her armor.
Yes.
I mean, we could risk it, and Mogmoth could shoot for the very end. It's just a significant risk, and if we dimension door, Mogmoth will have no sense of how far we've teleported.
It sounds like our best option is. It sounds like our best option is the dimension door towards the surface with Morgan.
Morgan could polymorph either Frida or Miradar into an octopus while that person is holding the other person's armor.
Oh, so like octopus carries the armor across.
Mm-hmm. as Octopus, and then
Ah.
Mogmoth takes a
Or
little
octopus
Mog
person
nap.
carries their own armor across. You know.
Well, the octopus,
that way.
the armor
that
would
way-
become octopus. So
Yeah, if they turn into an octopus, then the armor goes with them when they polymorph, right?
Right.
yeah, but
Um.
then they just hold on to the other person's armor.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And then the risk that I see here is that one person is left back here where we currently are with no other people and no armor.
Yep.
We're back to the fox, the hens, and the corn problem.
For real.
So much
I
harder.
hate to fucking say it, but I'm starting to think that our best bet would be to take another rest
No.
and then polymorph and wall of force.
I don't think
You're not
that's a good
allowed. You can't
idea.
take another. I think there's a rule. You have to wait before you can take a long rest. Like you can't take them consecutively. I think don't you have to wait like 6 hours?
I have no problem with you guys just like chilling for 8 hours and staring off into space. Like it's not like sleep necessarily. It's just like recuperation time.
It's fair.
You are going to take radiation damage though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my big
sucks.
We take
concern.
radiation damage, and we are like, if we wait 8 hours, we're 8 hours closer to the night cycle again. Right now, it's
Oh, yeah.
daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if we had the day,
And
we
we
would
can
already
see
be over
where we're
there.
going.
All right, well, why don't we
This would
just
not be a puzzle.
Yeah, the one that I like the best is, except for the whole leaving Morgan on the other side of wherever alone for several minutes at a time. That's my biggest problem with it, but it seems like the best bet we got.
Well. We could do the thing where the three of us go, one person stays behind without armor. They would have to last 10 minutes on their own, is the thing. Because then while we're at the other side, Morgan, you can, it's only 5 minutes. The person who polymorphs can just turn around, come right back, just do a delivery. And then and then Mogmoth, you can polymorph and go back.
Wait, what are they? I don't
you
understand the delivery. I don't understand
of
what
the armor. A delivery of the armor. So
Well, wasn't the point to carry the armor across and keep it there?
That's what
Well, and like they wouldn't be carrying it. It would be polymorphed.
Well,
the other person's armor, the one that's not polymorphed.
Like one is polymorphed with their armor, the other one is carrying the other person's armor, so that when that person potentially teleports in the future, they can actually swim and not sink.
Yes, that is what I am saying.
Yeah,
So,
I know.
the
I'm trying to
octopus-
explain.
But, like,
what you're.
The octopus, as an octopus, could not give the person their armor
No.
back.
No,
Yeah,
we're
that's
not
what I'm-
talking about the
Okay.
armor right now. I'm just talking about how we can have two people on either side. The three people go. The octopus and Morgan stay behind. Morgan polymorphs Mogmoth to go back. Mogmoth and the other person without armor stay on one side while they wait for Mogmoth to get their teleport band spell back. Or if you could do it twice, you could just go ahead and do it right then, and then
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I
you're
can do
saying-
it twice
you can do
without
it twice,
resting.
and then you could just you come
But-
back, and then
So the one person's getting polymorphed before they go across?
yes, that's,
Yes.
Is that what
that's
you're
the whole
saying?
point.
Well, but then
Yes.
Morgan can't polymorph Mogmoth to come back because you can't concentrate on two polymorphs at the same
The
But
time.
polymorph
Mogmoth
can
can
stop.
dimension door back.
No, but then you lose your you need that second dimension door if we're gonna do it all in one go. Okay, here's how it goes. So
Okay, go slow
here's what
though.
happened. Okay, I'll go slow. Okay, here it is. So Morgan casts polymorph on either Frida or Mirador. I'm gonna say myself for now because my swimsuit is the worst out of everybody. So it'd be best if I was the octopus. So I'm an octopus. I take Mirador's armor. Mirador chills out. Mogmoth, Morgan, dimensions door over. The octopus can go ahead and kind of go so they can see where they'll be. So kind of help give that visual. Then the three of them progress to the other side. Morgan drops the spell. Mogmoth, Morgan, Frida are now chilling out on the other side with Mirador's armor. Mogmoth has used one dimension door thus far. Morgan uses another polymorph spell to polymorph Mogmoth. Mogmoth goes back to Mirador
With the
now
armor.
with the armor. Well, we didn't. If we I guess you don't even need to worry about the armor.
I was gonna say then
The armor
why?
stays. The armor
Oh,
stays
yeah.
because Mirador needs to swim. So Mogmoth travels back, dimension door again, and then you two swim And then once you're there, you just like Mirador can use telepathy to be like, Mogmoth's here, drop the spell, and then Morgan will drop the spell, and then Mogmoth dimension doors Mirador, poof, and then you swim, and hopefully the pirates just never look up.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Also, I will point out we're still going to have to take at least a short rest because you just used one of your 2 spell slots to polymorph me.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot it's once a day, but it's not free. Wait,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
still no, it's a spell slot
Shit.
still. So either way, we've got to take a short rest.
Better than 8 hours, though.
Yeah.
I think that's not free.
Yeah. Bummer. I was thinking
I
it
can
was.
cast some things for free without spell slots because of certain things. I had assumed
Oh.
that it was like that.
No. I was thinking it
There
was
are a
too.
few invocations that do that, but there's a lot
Yeah.
of invocations that are like the one that Marmoth has.
Well, shoot.
So
we
we wait an hour altogether.
Yes.
Back.
Yes. Brilliant. Brilliant.
Okay.
Anything we need to talk about in this hour?
The only risk right now is like Mirador is still left for the first duration alone with
10
no
minutes.
armor.
You're left for 10 minutes.
So
Yep, you have to
Yeah.
survive for 10 minutes. If there's anything you can do to hide or like maybe we can help you hide. We'll build you a little hiding hole to hide in for 10 minutes. I can make you invisible. I don't need to
does
concentrate.
that last for how long does that last?
Or no. An hour.
Sure.
And then when you telepathically tell us the Mogmoth is there, I will drop invisibility and Morgan will drop polymorph.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. The key
A
linchpin here
complicated
is
fucking plan.
can Mogmoth teleport far enough based off Mirador's spotty memory of like gauge of distance.
We can let the octopus go first to help give an active imaging if that helps rather than a recollection. And then that way the octopus can also kind of see where you are to help navigate
And if you
you.
don't make it all the way across, maybe the octopus can
just
help
carry
tow
you.
you.
Yeah, the octopus can just be like,
Yeah, I think
with
the
the
most
holes and then poof, let's go.
the most helpful thing would be for the octopus to meet us where
Yeah, you
we appear in the
Mhm.
water so that if the pirates see us, we're not sitting ducks.
Yeah, I agree.
The
yeah.
octopus we could even ride the octopus
Yeah.
to the shore.
Yeah. So when you get there, octopus be like, let's go, little guys, and then
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me. So short rest to get back Mogmoth's spell slot and then go. All right.
so now we're just doing the awkward like kicking dirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so walk this through for me.
Okay, so we're taking a short rest so Mogmoth gets back his spell slots. And then Morgan will cast Polymorph on Frida. I'm pretty sure that is who we've decided.
Yeah.
I said that, but we're going to
Yeah,
go with
yeah.
that. On Frida and turn Frida into an octopus. Octopus Frida will take Mirador's armor and swim out to roughly where Mirador had visualized before.
Wait,
Yeah.
at this point, we don't have to take Mirador's armor.
Yes, we do, because the armor needs to be there by the time you get back, so Mirador can swim.
Unless Mirador. Yeah, because Mirador needs to be able to swim through the water to get
Yeah.
to the
Unless
other
you-
Oh,
side.
you're right. You're right. No, you're right. Okay. Take it back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So with the armor, Fridapus, that doesn't work. The octopus Frida goes to the other side of the lake. At which point, once the visual connection is made, Mogmoth will dimension door, excuse me, with Morgan to that point that we talked about earlier. At which case, when they appear, the octopus will hopefully see them, be able to go to them and grab them and swim the remaining distance at the much faster swim speed as an octopus, get to the surface. Morgan will drop Polymorph on Frida and then recast Polymorph on Mogmoth. And Mogmoth, as an octopus or whatever, probably an octopus, will swim back to Mirador. At which point, Mirador will telepathically communicate that Mogmoth is there. So both Frida and Morgan will drop their spells because I'm going to cast invisibility on Mirador during this. So Mirador becomes visible, Mogmoth turns into Mogmoth, and then Mogmoth will once again cast Dimension Door back to the other side. This time there's not an octopus, unless Morgan wanted to cast Polymorph a third time. But we'll see. We'll judge that based on how easy the swim was, how accurate Mogmoth was on the first go around. But Dimension Door and then Mogmoth and Mirador without armor swim to the surface.
It's not really a question of accuracy.
It's more a question of
distance.
Yeah.
And Mogmoth is going to shoot for the octopus should go to right where we can start breathing.
Okay.
And Mogmoth should aim for there with Dimension Door.
Okay.
So there will be a point at which Mogmoth and Mirador are swimming undefended to the shore.
Correct. That's the very last moment. In which case, if we wanted to, Morgan could maybe cast Polymorph again on like Frida or Morgan themselves.
If necessary.
If necessary.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Or on Mogmoth or Mirador.
Well, wouldn't they have to touch you? Isn't Polymorph a touch spell? Is it not?
Yes.
It's not a no. It's a 60-foot range.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yes, then if it looks like things are going to go bad, Morgan could Polymorph. It will take a lot of your spell slots, but it would get us all across.
We're gonna get roasted on the other side, aren't we?
Our plan is going to immediately fail. Like, we've spent an hour and 20 minutes on this plan. It's gonna.
Okay.
If you wanted to-
I'm not sure I am adequately understanding what's happening. So I am going
Okay.
to create this
I
visual
got you.
image here.
I got
Can
you.
I add one thing to our plan?
You can do
In
whatever
the
you
interest of making sure that we make it across as far as possible with Dimension Door, swim out as far as you can before you have to like swimming as far as you
Oh yeah,
can,
Dimension
then
Door at
Dimen-
like point
and
B.
then Dimension
point.
Door.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah,
smart, smart.
Dimension
So
Door
the
from B to
octopus-
D.
Yeah, the octopus will
Or from D
escort
to
you
B
to
or
point
whichever
B,
way.
go underneath, pop back up to point D or whatever.
Are we
and-
starting at A? I
Yes.
assume.
Yeah. But if we swim out
To
to
B,
B,
That gives you so much more space.
Mogmoth
That's next
could maybe.
even make it.
But
So let me back it up to make it clear. So from B to C to D as an octopus, that's a 5-minute swim, approximately.
Yeah.
Now Mirador didn't actually swim it, so that's like a fuzzy number. But that's what you're looking at in terms of that distance.
So it's gonna be more like a half hour alone, Mirador.
Sorry, say again.
I was just saying, instead of the 10 minutes of being alone, Mirador, it's going to be closer to like half an hour to a full hour, depending.
Okay, yeah. So
You
and then so Mirador's intelligence check to figure out like what that would be. That's where this. So Mirador thinks from here to here is somewhere between 200 and 1,000 feet.
oh, that's
math.
between 200
Yeah.
and 1,000
Oh.
feet.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that's the problem. If you Dimension Door and come up in the middle, you might be on the outside,
That's true.
which would be a problem.
Problem right there.
you're on
Of
the
course, Mogmoth could
outside-
Dimension Door back at that point.
That's true.
Would it
And be
help
like-
if I flew you out on the carpet to B and then you Dimension Doored?
No,
Well, we're
that's no
talking
different
about-
than swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same distance. The question is whether Dimension Door will go far enough.
Or
go
you
from
could just,
B
the
to D.
octopus can just carry you down a little bit to I can't ping this. I don't know why I was trying. The octopus, like, as you go further, like, if this is max 1,000 feet, as you go further and further down, it's getting lesser and lesser and lesser. You can swim, give yourself a little bit of time. Octopus can just meet you on the other side, grab you, and poof, go.
Wait, as
Ooh,
we go.
So yeah, so if Mogmoth held his breath, for example, from B to C, and then Dimension Doored from C to D, is that what you're talking about?
Or like
Or at any
from B
point.
to half.
Yeah.
I was thinking from B to like somewhere towards C and then go straight horizontal. That's a much like
Yeah, somewhere between
straight
those
horizontal
2
across.
points.
It's
Yeah.
a much shorter distance.
It is. That is absolutely much more likely to be successful.
The only issue with that is that ruins that kind of makes it harder for Mogmoth and Mirador on the second trip because there will be no octopus to help you swim faster. You will be limited to swim
unless Morgan
won't be able to see you.
Can do it on Frida again, and Frida can come help us.
That is accurate. Frida can come help you.
How many 4th level spell slots does Morgan have?
Hopefully the
3.
number's 3. That's perfect. That's the exact number we need. And then you have higher level spell slots, don't you?
Yeah, you could upcast it if
Perfect.
necessary.
That's enough to do it. And have Frida be there as the catcher.
Okay. So the plan is like dive down, swim as deep, swim for about half as far as you think you can hold your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Dimension door cross, swim back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, dimension door.
At which
swim
point
the
the
rest of the way.
octopus
You
will
can hold
just
your breath
grab
back
them
up.
and make them swim faster.
Yeah, and tow them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the octopus can tow them up at a higher rate of speed.
And run away from pirates much faster as well. And
Yes.
and do an inkjet to cause, if necessary, if we get super panicky.
Mogmoth won't be able to picture where he's dimension dooring to if we do it this way, which is fine.
No, but you have the octopus
He'll just go
telepathy.
5.
Yeah, you can just say like 500 feet that way.
He'll just do 500 feet. Yeah. So we might not come out as exactly the same place as the octopus.
That's fine because the octopus will see you and can swim really fast.
Okay.
The octopus will just deduce.
Okay.
Roughly 500.
We can also be communicating telepathically.
Yes.
And the
Okay,
octopus has a
so-
really good perception bonus to like
So
spot
can
you.
can you give me a breakdown here? Step
Yeah.
1 through whatever.
Step 1. Excuse me.
Mirador takes off armor.
Okay.
That's gonna
Step-
take like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Step 1.
Wait, step 1 is long or short rest.
Yes. Step 1 is short
Yes.
rest.
Yeah. You guys already done your short. Oh, actually, give me a D12, please, Mogmoth.
1.
Okay.
All right. All is good. So now we're having we're having an encounter. You're doing this next time.
You guys settled in for Mogmoth to have a little bit of a rest. Only about 10, 15 minutes in, you all start to hear a churning, rumbling
Wow.
sound from back the way that you came.
Is it reminiscent
this-
to any previous noises we've heard? Like
Yes,
land
it sounds
sharks
like
or-
a land shark that is burrowing its way through the topsoil in your direction.
Hmm.
Oh, motherfucker. All
Well, you
right. Well,
could-
they don't call it a water shark. Maybe if we all get in the water.
I am not
We
gonna be able to swim very well right now. I'm gonna sink like a
Yeah.
stone, and you know how
Yeah.
far down that goes.
All right. All right.
I would drown before I got to the bottom.
All
Okay.
right.
So you guys gonna do anything besides square off with this thing?
Um,
Can we hide? Let's hide.
if
I mean,
we
I mean,
were,
you hear it. You
if
hear
we
it from
were-
pretty far away.
was this thing like knocking down trees as it was going, or?
Yeah. If there was a tree in its way, the tree was knocked over.
Okay, I was gonna say
It wasn't like
if
going
not,
out of its
then-
way to knock over trees.
Right, but it's capable of doing so. Okay, I was
Yes.
thinking like if
We-
not, we could climb a tree and get away from like have it pass under us. But if it's just gonna knock the tree down, that's gonna be a bad idea.
How many people can fit on the carpet? 2? Just 2?
Yeah, just two.
Just 2. Okay, I couldn't remember.
Were there any ledges on the crumpled aluminum walls?
Yes, because that's where we landed on one as a bird.
So 2 of you could go up on the carpet and 2 of us could dimension door up.
Yep.
We have to take a long rest or short rest anyway.
Yeah,
Uh,
Mirador hops back
then
on the
Mirador
carpet
go,
since that's what that was the play last time. Carpet
Okay.
sagging under Mirador's weight.
All right.
Mogmoth.
Oh shit! I have a bag of holding. Could I put Mirador's armor in that?
Oh,
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Well, we
okay,
can do that
Mogmoth,
later because Mirador's still
Mogmoth.
wearing it.
Yeah.
Draws a door, and opens it and takes Frida's hand and leads her
Oh,
through, and they
yeah.
should exit up on a ledge where they can dangle their little feet down and see the land shark approaching.
Okay,
does
great. You
not
guys,
let go of Mogmon's
Dimension
hand,
Door
as they
up
say.
and away. Morgan and Mirador, you're up on your carpet. Yeah, from your vantage point, you guys see the land shark kind of crest right about where you are. It's kind of sniffing around, trying to figure out where you're at. It kind of starts tromping around. It seems a little bit confused.
I
It's
assume it
definitely
stopped
not
short of the
looking up.
water.
Say again?
I said I assume it stopped short of going into the water.
Yeah, I mean, you guys weren't at the right at the edge of the water, anyways. So yeah, it's kind of just walking around there. Definitely does not look up. Are you gonna do anything while it's kind of rummaging around down there?
Mogmoth says telepathically, I've heard if you drop an object from a great height, it has a greater impact where it lands, like a penny off a freeway.
Mogmoth, I don't think it's seen us yet. Let's not draw its attention.
All right, good thinking.
Is there any obvious way like, I know we're far away, so we may not have like the best visual on it, but does there appear to be like an obvious way that this thing is like able to just burrow so well? Or is it just kind of,
Yeah, it
just
has
does?
this like wedge shaped head and these like really sharp claws. So it looks like it like digs with its claws and then pulls itself forward, and it just like forces all of the earth out of the way.
Very interesting.
Horrible when you can just walk.
This thing definitely seems to have realized that something was here. It's like rooting around and kind of digging and scratching. It's definitely picked up something from you, but again, does not seem to have realized that that you're not there anymore. It doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon. It like seems pretty dedicated to rooting you out.
How far away are we from like the woods that it came out of?
Well, the woods are like kind of all over, so the woods pretty much run up to the edge of the lake.
Okay, so how far are we from the edge of the lake?
I mean, you're on your carpet, so you can be pretty much wherever you want.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe we minor illusion a noise to lure it away.
That's a really short range.
Yeah.
But we're on the carpet, so
Right, but you can't do it.
It's
It's
not
like
looking
30
up.
feet away. It's going to be like minor illusion can only reach like 30 feet away from you. So we can't be like way up here and send it over there. It's going to be like we send it 30 feet right below us.
I didn't realize it was that short.
Are we above the water right now on this ledge? Okay.
No, the ledge, you're actually on top of the lights. Is the ledge that you're on. It's the most sturdy part. Like there are like some wrinkles and whatnot in the like exterior of the construction, but nothing where you could like, sit sort of thing. So you're actually sitting on the lights.
Gotcha.
Have we been anywhere near like the walls of this place since the time where we came in through the vent?
You when you were an octopus and searching for air pockets, you were pretty much like crawling along the inside of the wall of this thing.
I'm just wondering if there are any air vents we could try and crawl through to do this instead of going through the water, is where my head's at. Or like crawling through up top where the lights are affixed, if there's anything up there, like any kind of passageways that we could search out.
While we're up here, can we give a little look-see?
Yeah, absolutely. And Morgan Mirador, do you want to fly around on the carpet and just kind of like check out the structure here as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, way up above the land shark where it's not going to be like looking at us.
Yeah, figuring it out. Okay. All right. So one person in each party, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
What's your bonus, Frida?
Can we assist on that?
Mine's -1, so.
Yeah, I think you can help your partner. So Morgan can roll with advantage.
Okay, great.
15.
Okay. Both of you
No,
discover.
wait. Sorry. I was using my Arcana modifier, which is considerably lower. That is 22.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Frida, you discover a couple of access panels, and they're either crushed or like wedging them open. You see that like whatever might have gone down here, the passageway has been crushed. Morgan, you find the same kind of thing. Like you find a few like crushed passageways, but then you find basically at the edge of the fold where the kind of structure has collapsed down, you find an access panel which is not crushed, and you kind of poke your head in, and you see a passageway that you might be able to wriggle down.
Wow.
Guys.
Telepathically.
Yes, telepathically.
Weird just reaches over and slaps a
Telepathically.
hand on.
I think I found a way through to the other side.
So, you know how before when we were going through the vents and I was trying to punch it open for a good long time, and then Mogmoth just kind of like found a really easy way after spending a long time, kind of working on it. Kind of feels like that. This, but like a little bit more.
So, are we thinking Mogmoth goes first?
No, I was just saying that we just wasted like an hour and a half planning it, but it feels so fitting for this campaign if we spend an hour and a half for a plan that we don't even do.
I feel like that might have been the best plan we ever put together too. Like the most elaborate, well thought out plan.
We're never
It's a
reaching
solid
that
plan.
level again, but we might not even use it.
Probably would have worked.
We might still need to use it. We don't know. We just see something.
Yes.
Yeah, I
There's
just
no
fear the
guarantees.
pirates and what problems they will cause. Also, I don't fancy my chances against a land shark by myself with no armor.
You would be invisible, and you could be on this light.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get going.
How far? Yeah, I'm up on the light. We're not like above the water,
Instead of
right?
casting invisible, I would cast fly on you. That way you could go back.
That only lasts, like, 10 minutes.
Mirador, you're with Morgan on the carpet, so you've like found this like access panel near like the crease in the superstructure. Frida and Mogmoth are on the lights, kind of walking around, checking things out. But yeah, nothing is over. Well, no, actually, Mirador and Morgan you guys are over the water at this point. But the lights do not extend because the lights, let me see if I can draw it. Yeah, go ahead.
I just had a thought. Instead of leaving me by myself with no armor, just like a sitting duck there on the land, just leave me with the carpet. Let me just hang out up here at the ceiling.
Yeah. Well,
and then when you come back, I could just fly it down. If we're still doing that plan. That seems like so obvious now that I think about it, but instead of just leaving me like a sitting duck on the land to get eaten by a land shark.
Well, how about we do this first? Let's explore, maybe not all together at once, but let's explore this shaft. And then we could polymorph somebody into something that could fly.
It would have to be just you two. I don't think Mogmoth and Frida can get over there.
And you could like drop me off in the shaft and then ferry them over.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
So
that was my plan.
This is a cross section of the ring. So the bottom here is the ground that you're walking on. The top is the actual ceiling, which you've never seen before you got to the end of this section. And then the purple is the bank of lights, basically. So the bank of lights gets to the end, and then like it doesn't beyond that, they're all like completely destroyed and messed up and tangled wires and everything, etc. So so you're just like hanging out at the edge here of this bank of lights that are still intact. And then the access panel that you found is somewhere kind of on the side of the wall here near where that crease starts to happen.
Okay, so they're not like a million miles away from us.
Yeah, they're not too terribly far.
No, you guys are all like in the same basic area. Yeah.
It might be quite the slide down that passageway given its steep descent. So there's that to be concerned over. But yeah. We can try and explore this if you think that's a viable alternative. Or we can take a rest up here in the balcony and in the lights and hide out up here while we wait to recuperate some Mogmoth spell slots, and then Morgan can ferry everyone back down to the ground and we enact our original plan.
Well, I think if there's an option where all 4 of us could be together, I think that's what we should do.
I agree.
I agree. Explore that.
I think it is good. We were just working together so well before all this. I think you're right. I think sticking together and working together.
Why don't
Continue the spirit of cooperation.
Why don't we mix and match plans? I would greatly like a little nap, just a wee shut eye.
Okay, we can take a rest up here.
Let's take a short rest and then
on this light fixture. The epitome of
Okay, you guys successfully finish your short rest without encounter. The land shark is still down there cruising around, like sniffing out where you were. But there's no aerial opponents that come and harass you. So it's not very comfortable. Like you would want to sleep up here, but you can at least like kind of zone out and have a short rest.
Zoning out. I'm proficient in it.
How far is it from like the light fixture to the ground?
It's like a few hundred feet.
Okay. So like a dangerous distance to fall.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Besides Mogmoth replenishing, any other like arcane recovery, Morgan, or anything like that for anybody else?
I don't have any.
I don't think you've cast any spells.
Yeah, I haven't cast any spell slots since our last rest, so I'm good on that. Although, Sam, real quick, while we're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. I don't think I can use cantrip formulas for
yeah, that's
okay. Then no. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so so Mogmoth has recovered spell slots. So what's the plan from here?
I think the plan is we're going to head into the shaft. I'm going to ferry everybody over one by one.
Who's going first?
I guess Mirador, since we're already here.
Yeah. I'll just... Okay, yeah.
Mirador's going to try and like take this panel off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy going, Mirador, but you're pretty strong. So eventually you kind of wedge it off. The panel pops off. You kind of look down. As far as you can tell, like within your 10 feet of, dark vision, it seems clear, but who knows what is beyond that.
Okay. Oh man, does it look like it's going to be like basically like a really steep slide to the bottom?
Yes.
Guys, I have a really stupid idea.
Let's hear it.
And I got through my mind.
I will be the judge of that. Stupid ideas are my proficiency.
Okay. I have a spell. If someone wants to be we'll say test pilot.
Ooh, you have my attention.
I don't think you're gonna like it. It's going to be a not great volunteer position, but I've got this spell called Death Ward. So if you fall to the bottom and would splatter at the bottom, you just don't quite die. So if the fall is too steep, you can let us know. Hey, this is a really terrible idea. Don't come down here. You'll be at like 1 hit point, but you'll be alive at the bottom of the shaft.
I could also cast Featherfall.
I like that plan a lot more.
Yeah, I'm gonna. As fascinating as that experiment sounds, Mirador, I'm going to put the kibosh on that one and say, and vote for Frida's plan instead.
All right, Frida.
How many of us can you make feather fall?
That's all.
Okay. That sounds like a great way to do this. I'm gonna like climb my way in and just kind of like my arm. I'm doing like my arm, like basically I've got like the edge of the panel is like on my armpit, under my armpit. So I'm just kind of like hanging there on the edge of the panel so I don't like slide it down or anything. Just kind of chilling at the edge, like leaning, looking out the panel.
Cool. So Frida, you can cast feather fall on everybody.
Well, it lasts for a minute. So if we think we're going to be falling longer than a minute, which is horrifying,
It's 60 feet per round.
Right. So it would be what, 360?
It's only a couple rounds to
Yeah.
get to the bottom.
We think.
So, but you should
For the
probably
first
wait till
pack?
we're all over here.
Yeah. Yeah, once, I guess, if we're for sure that a minute's going to be long enough, I'll cast it when we're all, like, I have to wait until we jump, but
Yep.
once we jump, I'll cast
Okay,
it.
awesome.
And we could also like fall part of the way and then, well, you probably need to see us.
Okay,
Oh, I
you
guess
guys
technically-
gently float down this steeply angled shaft. No problem. Mirador, you get to the bottom, and the shaft at the bottom here is crushed, right where the angle shifts upwards.
Yeah.
So it's crushed here. You think, it's like it's just on the other side of this, like, bit of metal. You think that the other part going up maybe.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I've cast a spell.
And Morgan, Mogmoth, and Frida thump into you.
Spell ends.
Oh,
Since we
Hi.
found the spell ends.
Hi, everyone.
Excuse me, pardon me.
we're getting real close on this
Yeah,
particular
are we all
expedition.
just kind of like in a jumble at the bottom of this?
Yeah, pretty much. You're more or less like jammed in the bottom of this like access tunnel.
I was
You know?
picturing like everybody like piled on top of each other, like a gag in Scooby Doo.
Frida, if you want to cast light in here so we can all get a little better visual. Like I can kind of get a sense for what's right here, but
That's like,
Morgan points upward in solidarity from the floor and says, "Seconded."
Okay, yeah, you guys see the access shaft was fine until the end here, but of course, whatever
like
collapsed
pinched.
the roof, collapsed this access tunnel as well. But you can like kind of knocking on the side, like there's a hollowness on the other side of this thing.
it's like right there.
Yeah, it's like right there, but like you don't know, how to get past that.
mhm, mhm.
Hey.
So is it just like
we do?
So is it just like bent to where
Yeah.
it's
Yes, it's just like it's like think if you took a straw and just bent
Right.
folded it.
Yep.
Like
okay? So could it with enough force or strength, could it be unfolded?
could we like
Like,
so I was
bend
actually
it
about to ask
outward, yeah.
Morgan, do you think you could use telekinesis or something to like crumple this little folded bit at the end back up to open this passageway? Do you think your telekinesis could apply enough force to do that?
You know what, Mirador? That's exactly what I was thinking. All right. So let's see. I can try and move an object that weighs up to 1,000 pounds. So
You
So
could
I'm trying-
apply like
You know what? That's 1,000 pounds. That's a 5th level spell. I'm gonna go ahead and say, Morgan, you manipulate the edge of it. You guys hear this metal like making this tortured screaming, grinding sound as Morgan uses the power of their will and magical might to reshape the bottom of this thing, and it's just enough where you all can squeeze through to make it on the other side and up the upward shaft.
Awesome.
Nicely done, Morgan.
Good job.
Well done.
thanks, guys.
And is it like a steep shaft on the other side too?
It is steep, but it's small, so it's easy. It's relatively easy to shimmy up. Like it's not a lot of
Cool.
fun, but you all can make
Yeah.
it without
Yeah.
any, checks.
Yeah, and Morgan, I assume could help us give us like a little help with that telekinesis to like kind of boost us up.
Oh, for sure.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
what's the
back to like
duration on
how
the
he like
telekinesis?
lifted Frida off the side.
Just Catcher's floating disc
10
gives you a
minutes?
fun little elevator.
Oh crap! Yeah, exactly. Just elevator it up.
We
Right.
used elevator up.
Second
Wonderful.
floor, land sharks. Fake trees.
All
Hopefully
right,
more
awesome.
radiation blocking
You guys
candies.
get up to the next access panel. Miradar, you pop it off. Pitch black.
I still have light cast
Okay.
on probably my.
Miradar, you in the range of that light, you see
Only like
kind of the
30 feet.
wall that you're coming out of, and that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Hey, Frida,
Mhm.
here, I'm just gonna pull out like, I don't know, just like a piece of pocket lint or something.
Yep.
And
I
like,
got you.
Frida, could you do it? And I'm just gonna like toss a piece of light illuminated pocket lint out
Yep.
the vent and just watch it fall.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it falls about 200 feet and then splashes on the surface of the water and just kind of floats there. It illuminates the water. You see, there's like a large dark lake here. Just from that bit of fluff, you don't see any shore.
All right, maybe stop concentrating on that light, or maybe like get rid of that light.
Yep.
So that it doesn't attract any more attention.
It drops. Well,
Does it? Has it been enough time that it would have shifted to the night cycle, or is this like unexpectedly dark on this
Unexpectedly
side?
dark.
Well, but the lights are on the other side.
Yep.
right. So this is strange.
Right, they're on the other side of this pitched in part, but they were clearly busted like at a point approaching the pitched in
Yep.
part.
Exactly.
But maybe
Wait!
that's busted them the rest of the way, or who
Mhm.
knows?
Like Christmas lights.
Okay. What if one half of the wheel is
Like they all
has like a day cycle, when the other one has a night cycle?
And what are the odds that this weird crumpled bit happens right on that dividing line?
Well, 1 in 3. It could have happened on one of the other. It could have happened on one of the other spokes.
I don't think that's the math.
Do we even know we're on a spoke? It's just like it could have crumpled anywhere.
No, but if it is on a spoke, it is specifically 1 in 3.
Sure.
You know, that's how mathematicians do it, honestly. If you want to make the math more, you just keep adding on
You-
specifications until finally your problem
You change
is
your
yes.
conditions
Yeah.
until it's technically correct.
No,
Okay, so
prove
you guys
it,
are
you
facing
prove
you guys
it
are
to you.
facing this open panel. It's open out into darkness. There's water below you.
Okay,
We
so we
could-
haven't made it far enough to get all the way over to the land on the other side, I guess. So maybe we need to go
Yeah, and
further.
this is the end of that access tunnel.
Yeah, so maybe I think we need to go further across from here.
You two could ride the carpet and I can fly a little bit.
I mean, we can. We also can't see very well.
If Frida with her light rides on the carpet with Morgan to the solid ground, then I could picture that place too and teleport to it along with Mirador.
Hmm.
Okay. That seems reasonable.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Okay, Morgan and Frida, you hop on the carpet. You fly. You can see the kind of fold to your left, so you fly away from it. There's water below you for not very far, maybe a few hundred feet, and then you see land. You go ahead and land the carpet. Image that to Mogmoth. Mogmoth, you and Miradar Dimension Door. Great. So you all are all at the edge of the water here in darkness, just with Frida's light source. Looking around, you see just within this small area of light about 3 human wooden statues.
Oh,
the previous statue.
more of those guys.
Something rustles deeper in the trees. And that is where we are going to call it.
Ooh, ominous.
Ah!
We did
Also,
it,
I
guys.
love
We
that you're
did it.
right. We
Oh,
did
so
exactly do like this hour-long plan that we then completely abandoned.
And it
But
took
hey,
us a
that
grand
was a-
total.
that
And it
worked
took us
out a
almost
great
2
plan.
hours just to get here.
Hey,
Right.
I'm okay with that. That was great.
It's
That
true,
was
yeah.
good problem
It
solving.
was much less use of spell slots, which is going to be
Yeah.
pretty useful, actually.
Yeah, we got it done with what the one dimension door.
And the
Mhm.
one
Effectively, 'cause we took the
telekinesis.
short, the dimension door and the telekinesis. Like that was pretty efficient.
And
Yeah.
completely
Oh,
avoided the
no.
Pirates of Gith.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my big concern because I was like,
Same.
whatever our other plan going through the water, they were going to cause problems. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
very concerned.
sure.
that
Yeah,
we were gonna
Nadea
have,
did
like-
Sure.
Naya did refer to them as the worst.
Oh, did she? Were they the ones that she said were the worst? Oh, that's
Yes.
Which
good
I
to
And the
avoid.
pirates,
might
yeah,
mean they'd be
they're the
friends
worst.
with us. So
That's true.
she was also kind of the worst. So maybe we should take her.
I think you're just
description
trying to
What?
keep putting the worst on her, trying to make it feel like it's okay that you murdered
Yeah,
our own
the
elf.
Nadea,
I mean,
Nadea
sure,
was
okay,
helping.
I'll accept that.
Nadea
She was
did
actually
nothing but
quite
help you
helpful.
guys.
Well, okay, there were times when she withheld her help.
Yeah.
Sure, but she didn't
Yeah.
actively harm us.
Never actively
And that
took
is
actions. Yes.
Probably
I'm
the
not
best
gonna-
you're
I-
gonna get
yeah.
in Idiotin system.
I won't say she did nothing but help though. Sometimes she
Okay.
just like disappeared when enemies
Mhm.
appeared.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
anytime
true.
enemies appeared, she was
That's true.
out of there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, what's she gonna do? We know that she can't take an axe in the neck.
Yeah, she wouldn't have
Exactly.
stood.
Fair.
She wouldn't have stood up in any of those fights. That's very
She would
true.
not have. She was a weak
One of
sauce.
those fire blasts out of those things face holes.
She would've been dead.
She'd have been a burnt marshmallow.
Dead.
Wouldn't that have been a tragedy?
Oh man.
All of those caramels melted. Butterscotches.
She smells delicious.